President Tinubu addresses Nigerians at Independence, promises improvement in education and socio-economic sectors.
Innovate and conquer more territories.
He also dismisses rumor about religious intolerance, declares no religious persecution in Nigeria. Pengassin suspends industrial action after negotiations with federal government and Dangote Group. Happy Independence to you out there, and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24, live from Abuja. I am Vivian Ezadifi. As Nigeria clocks 65 years of independence, President Bola Tinubu is assuring Nigerians that his administration will continue to channel resources into critical socio-economic sectors to improve quality of education, healthcare, infrastructure, development, while also ensuring availability of good food on the tables of Nigerians. This is another assurance coming from the president as he addressed Nigerians on the occasion of the 65th independence anniversary of the country. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab reports.
65 years after the largest black nation in the world got independence, it's another moment to appraise the journey of self-determination.
Fellow Nigerians,
And the leader of today pays tribute to his forebearers, those who fought for the home rule and those who had before him upheld the enduring unity and ensuring the progress and development of the country. President Bola Tinubu traces the trajectory of development under successive administration since independence with due acknowledgement of a steady growth. And irrespective of a deficit in social and economic sectors as well as infrastructural development, the president says his administration is standing up to the task of resetting the country for sustainable growth.
our administration has redirected the economy towards a more inclusive path, channeling money to fund education, healthcare, national security, agriculture, and political economic infrastructure, such as roads, power, broadband, and social investment programs. These initiatives will generally improve Nigerians' quality of life.
Now, less than 3 years of his administration, the president reports the growth of the GDP by 4.23% in 2025 second quarter. Inflation's fall to 20.12%, the lowest in 3 years, along with efforts to boost agricultural production and ensure food security.
We have attained a record-breaking increase in non-oil revenue, achieving 2025 target by August with over 20 trillion naira. In September 2025 alone, we raised 3.65 trillion. That is 411% higher than the amount raised in May year 2023. We have restored physical health. Our debt service to revenue ratio has been significantly reduced from 97% to below 50%.
He also highlights others of the 12 remarkable economic milestones of his government, to include stronger foreign reserve, tax to GDP ratio, trade surplus, improvements in oil production, social investment program, naira stabilization, recovery in coal mining, and expansion of transport infrastructure across the country.
the 284-kilometer Kano-Katsina-Maradi standard gauge rail project and the Kaduna-Kano rail line are nearing completion. Work is progressing well on Legacy Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway. The Federal Executive Council recently approved $3 billion to complete the Eastern Railway project.
In his message to the youth, the President updates Nigerians on various programs and policies which include the Student Loan Scheme, consumer credits, and the Investments in Digital and Creative Enterprises (IDICE) program, all to expand the opportunities for young people and secure the future of a country.
You must continue to dream big, innovate, and conquer more territories in your various fields of science, technology, sport, and art and creative sector. Our administration, through policies and funding, will continue to give you wings to fly sky high.
President Tinubu commends efforts of the security agencies and assures improvements in securing the lives and properties of Nigerians. Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Still in the mood of the independence anniversary, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has appealed to Nigerians to play their part in building a country they all want to see, with an assurance that their sacrifices will never be in vain. This is in her message marking the 65th independence anniversary of Nigeria, captioned, "All hands on deck for a greater nation." Referencing the famous quote from the inaugural address of United States of America's 35th President, John F. Kennedy, the First Lady urges Nigerians to ask not what their country can do for them at this time, but rather see what they can do to build the nation. Also drawing from the 1925 essay, The New Frontier, by Galil Gibran, the First Lady asks, and I quote, "Are you a politician asking what your country can do for you, or a zealous one asking what you can do for your country? If you are the first, then you are a parasite. If the second, then you are an oasis in the desert," end of quote. She congratulates Nigerians on the 65th anniversary celebration and prays for a prosperous country. Well, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, says the country is moving in the right direction, with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's reforms beginning to yield positive results, as he appealed to Nigerians to endure for just a little while longer in the interests of our children and future generations. Akpabio made the appeal in a congratulatory message to commemorate the country's 65th independence anniversary, saluting the resilience, patience, and endurance of citizens in the last 2 years. Akpabio said, as leaders, they appreciate the support and understanding of Nigerians. In line with the theme of this year's celebration, all hands are on deck for a greater Nigeria. Akpabio urged Nigerians to continue to bear the temporary discomfort of the ongoing reforms as the benefits are manifesting. Well, Deputy President of the Senate, Barrow Jibrin, has urged Nigerians to remain united and see beyond the current challenges facing the country, noting that what is upmost now is for all to accord President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the needed support as he propels the nation to prosperity. Senator Barrow, in his message to Nigerians on the occasion of 65th independence anniversary, appealed to the citizens to remain resolute in promoting national unity, offering support and prayers for the government to succeed in its effort to turn the country's fortunes around positively, as the benefits of President Tinubu's economic reforms are beginning to manifest. As the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has given assurances that the years ahead hold a promise of greater unity and prosperity for all Nigerians, just as he advocates collective effort towards building a nation of our dreams, regardless of religious, ethnic and political differences. Speaker Abbas, who turns 60 on October 1st, believes that Nigeria at 65 is on the right path with the ongoing implementation of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, while urging Nigerians to remain undaunted by the security and socio-economic challenges of the nation. The Speaker calls for prayers and patriotism from Nigerians to overcome the challenges. He assures Nigerians of the resolve of the 10th House of Representatives to providing accountable leadership, good governance, and dividends of democracy to the people, especially at the grassroots. Minister of Regional Development Abubakar Momo has joined millions in celebrating the milestone of Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary, hailing it as a moment of pride and renewed national purpose. The minister commended Nigerians for their resilience and unity, calling October 1st a symbol of collective strength and unwavering hope. Momo praised the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying the renewed hope agenda is no longer just a vision, but a reality beginning to take shape. According to him, economic reforms are stabilizing the financial system, while policies in infrastructure, agriculture, and industry are already yielding tangible benefits. Momo highlighted the administration's commitments to grassroots empowerment and inclusive growth. He pointed to the establishment of the new regional development commissions as a game changer in addressing local needs and ensuring no community is left behind in the country's development drive. As part of Nigeria's 65th anniversary, PCNG beneficiaries have commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration for his unwavering support towards alleviating the sufferings of Nigerians. The beneficiaries gave this commendation during an appreciation rally in the Federal Capital Territory. Ibrahim Bello Gunda has the details.
It was a rally of appreciation, support and solidarity to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his administration as Nigeria celebrates its 65 years anniversary as a nation. The rally ran major places in the city center by the beneficiaries of Keke Napep presidential initiative of the PICNG says Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken serious reforms aimed at repositioning Nigeria for the better. They commended the inclusivity of the Tinubu administration in providing succor to Nigerians towards alleviating their suffering.
My president, who is a physically challenged like me, called me that government gave some keke to our cooperative, which I'm one of the beneficiaries. So I thank God and I want to thank the government.
It actually proved that he's running an inclusive government. So I feel so happy that my people are being carried along.
Honored to be one of the few people selected, one of the few women selected to be a beneficiary of this very good empowerment scheme.
For the government to remember women and do something for women, I'm very happy and I'm excited, and I pray the government should do more.
Platform Deployment and Recovery Officer of the PICNG, Noah Christopher, says the initiative has so far provided over 4,000 CNG Keke Napep at a subsidized rate to various unions and organizations towards boosting their financial capacity and that of their families.
We organize this rally firstly to celebrate Nigeria at 65, and then secondly to also appreciate Mr. President for his good works, and then to also tell him that we are really grateful, and then Nigerians are really happy with what he's doing.
They assured that Nigeria has millions of cubic of CNG and its availability will continue to be improved. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bello Gunda, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports after this break. Stay with us.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African Road.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The World Mission Congress is underway in Abuja, hosted by the Primate of the Church of Nigeria, Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Ndukuba. Delegates from different denominations and from across the world are part of the gathering, with the theme, Arise and Shine, pushing the frontiers of global mission. The Primate urged participants to take evangelism to new grounds.
Trust God that through this gathering, a fresh strategy will emerge to mobilize the global church towards reaching the unreached.
The day also coincides with Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. While noting the nation's challenges, the primates called on leaders and citizens alike to show greater patriotism and service to the country.
And all citizens to imbibe the spirit of patriotism and volunteerism, not only for humanity but also for God.
The message from Abuja is one of faith and duty, expanding the mission field while working for a better Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu has categorically dismissed the rumor in some quarters about religious intolerance, declaring that there is no religious persecution in Nigeria. The president made the declaration in Owerri at the presentation of a book written by Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. State House correspondent Musba Danwahab reports.
Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, called. Obviously, many more than the governors answered with the array of politicians here to receive a leader of the country. And the second visit of the #1 citizen to the Eastern Heartland State again pulled out residents of Owerri to welcome the president as he headed for some of the recently completed infrastructural projects of Governor Hope Uzodinma. The Assumpta Flyover Bridge providing relief to road users at a strategic junction after years of deterioration, and the Owerri Mbise Umahia Road were inaugurated. And then to the Emmanuel Iwanyang Conference Center, a 10,000 capacity edifice delivered by the Uzodinma administration. The facility was put to use immediately. Here, it was seemingly a national meeting of Nigerian sector's representatives. Apart from the leadership of the National Assembly, state governors, traditional rulers from across the country, as well as religious leaders were present for the presentation of a book written by Hope Uzodinma.
The book is a decade of impactful progressive governance in Nigeria, 10 years of APC in governance, And may God show us the next 10, 100, and 1,000 years.
The author set out to articulate, chronicle, and document the impact of progressive governance in Nigeria as delivered by the All Progressives Party in the last decade.
The 373-page book of 10 chapters highlights the journey before and after the advent of APC, its approach to governance, as well as landmark achievements since 2015, and the efforts of the party's national leader all along were well pronounced.
Long before he became the president, his ideas and his persistence shaped the progressive family. Many of the reforms we now take for granted had their roots in his insistence that Nigeria must do things differently.
10 years, we are moving forward. Mr. President, if I say you are doing well, they will say, it's rubber stamping what the president is doing. But others are saying it, and they are not politicians.
President Bola Tinubu commended the governor for his efforts to document the first 10 years of progressive governance in Nigeria started by the late former president Muhammadu Buhari, as he asserted that the next decade promises to be more impactful. He pointed to the indications, including the economic growth by 4.23%, the declining inflation, improvements in external reserve, manufacturing, and trade surplus growth, among others.
Every aspect of the pain in our economy is because of the future. And I am giving you that confidence that right now, this economy will work for you. Not for the smugglers, not for the corrupt people. The coming decade will be an era of renewal. Nigeria is changing for better. You will get the benefit.
And in the spirit of the independence anniversary, the president says Nigerians remain united, advising those speaking ill of a country to stop.
They lie all over the place that we have religious persecution, that differences. No. We are more developed, civilized, and well-educated. Yes, we learn English, but we teach English too. Our Muslim brothers and sisters and Christian brothers and sisters and fathers are helping us to build a nation. We are united. No religious persecution in Nigeria. It's a lie from the pit of hell.
The president has since returned to Lagos. Musbah and Wahab, NTA News.
The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASIN, has suspended its industrial action after the federal government brokered peace between the oil and gas workers and Dangote Group. PENGASIN President Festus Osifo at a press briefing says an emergency meeting of the union's National Executive Council decided to suspend the strike to give room for the process absorbing the sacked Dangote refinery workers as agreed by all parties and as a mark of respect for the tenacious effort of the federal government in resolving the dispute. Earlier, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Megari Dengiadi, in a statement, stated that the matter was resolved with Dangote Group accepting unionization and willing to absorb the disengaged staff to other companies within the Dangote Group with no loss of pay. No worker will be victimized arising from their role in the impasse between Dangote and Pengasyn. The federal government team that brokered the peace included the National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of Labor and Employment Mohammed Megari Dengiadi, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy Wale Edu, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, Minister of State for Labor and Employment Nkiru Onyejocha, DG DSS Adiola Ajayi, DG NIA Ambassador Mohammed. Skipper IQ has opened its Gwarimpa branch, extending its services as the 4th branch of the eye care hospital in Nigeria. Founder and Chief Medical Director of the hospital, Aja Sharma, says it's a step towards strengthening Nigeria-India relationships as provide world-class eye care to Nigerians. Oyeyemi Ajayi has details.
Skipper's IQ Hospital started operation in Nigeria in 2016 to help Nigerians have better eye care services, with testimonies from over 500,000 Nigerians already benefited from the hospital. Hence, it's time to expand its fare for more coverage.
One thing is to do surgery, but one thing is to maintain the art of the surgery. And for optometrists, we are very, very conscious about the two. The surgery must look nice and also must ensure there is vision. And these two things, Skipper has been able to achieve them.
Ajay, he brought around 25 optometricians and many of the doctors, and there was none who said he doesn't know Skipper IQ.
This edifice in Gwarimpa area of the FCT becomes the 4th in Nigeria with a state-of-the-art equipment to take care of their patients. And the aim is to end medical tourism outside the shores of Nigeria.
The dream for Skipper IQ did align with my goals as a surgeon, as a person. What he said then was, there's a lot of medical tourism. People are coming to India, spending so much money. Why can't we come to Nigeria? It will reduce the burden massively on Nigerians. That is number one. Number two is that there will be skill transfer. Instead of leaving, I'm a mother, I still have a 9-year-old. Instead of leaving your family, saying you're going for a year training can come to you in Nigeria, and that has been achieved.
Mobile van is going to go to places where, you know, the doctors can't reach and the patients can't come. It can go to the suburb area also. It can go to the VVIP places also where they can diagnose and treat the patients there. So, and we plan to start another 5th center soon in Lagos. That will be Festech. And we want to grow in Africa. We too have plans together, and he is Jitender, my partner, and we want to serve the people of Nigeria and give them the best of the treatment. So we will go to the smaller places also. We intend to go to states like Kano, Kaduna. We are already in talks with even the government there, and we want to spread our, the hospital business there, and because that is what is needed. And simultaneously, we were in Accra, Ghana yesterday, and we just finalized a place there.
The hospital has as well launched a mobile branch to provide affordable world-class care in the rural areas of the country, aside the fact that it is proposing a teaching hospital in Nigeria. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
That concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I'm Vivian Ezadifi. Happy Independence Anniversary.